Parallel Journeys, penned by Eleanor Ayer in 1995, is a gripping nonfiction narrative that clinched several prestigious awards, notably the Best Book for Young Adults accolade from the American Library Association. With a profound focus on the Holocaust, Ayer strategically intertwines the narratives of Alfons Heck, a former Hitler Youth member, and Helen Waterford, a resilient Holocaust survivor. Through their intertwined tales, Ayer illuminates the profound impact of Nazism on both its proponents and victims. The selection of Alfons and Helen as protagonists wasn't arbitrary. They had forged a partnership in the 1980s, embarking on a journey of lectures aimed at fostering empathy and understanding. Their shared experiences serve as poignant conduits to explore themes such as mortality and visibility, the dichotomy of power and helplessness, and the stark contrast between compassion and hatred or indifference. In Germany, Alfons Heck resides on a farm with his Christian grandparents, while Helen Waterford, a Jewish individual, calls the bustling city of Frankfurt home, living with her parents and brother. Alfons, barely 6 years old when Adolf Hitler ascends to the chancellorship, eagerly anticipates his 10th birthday to join the ranks of the Hitler Youth, the regime's sanctioned youth organization. Conversely, Helen's aspirations lean towards independence and camaraderie with friends, much to her mother's chagrin, who harbors hopes of her daughter's matrimonial union. Following the devastation of World War I, Germany grapples with a crumbling economy and a sense of national dishonor. Hitler's ascent promises stability, buoyed by his fiery rhetoric that rekindles German pride. However, this resurgence comes at a harrowing cost, as Hitler scapegoats certain demographics, primarily Jews, as existential threats to the nation. With the consolidation of despotic authority, he unleashes a wave of violence and persecution upon individuals like Helen, plunging them into a maelstrom of suffering and destruction. Helen enters matrimony with Siegfried, and together they relocate to Holland, seeking refuge from the pervasive anti-Semitic sentiment in Germany. In their new abode, they welcome a daughter, as Helen endeavors as an interior decorator to provide for their family. Meanwhile, Alfons embraces his entry into the Hitler Youth upon reaching the age of 10, despite his father's disapproval. His membership in the Drum and Fanfare Division affords him the coveted opportunity to attend the Nazi spectacle in Nuremberg, where he witnesses his idol, Hitler, deliver impassioned speeches. Despite the rigorous regimen of the Hitler Youth, Alfons remains steadfast in his loyalty and commitment. As the specter of World War II looms with the Nazi invasion of Poland in 1939, Alfons finds himself in approval. Subsequently, when the Nazis encroach upon Holland, Helen and Siegfried rely on the aid of non-Jewish activists, known as the Righteous Gentiles, to elude persecution. Through the efforts of these compassionate individuals, Helen and Siegfried secure sustenance, shelter for their daughter Doris, and a series of hiding spots to evade capture. However, their respite is short-lived. In August 1944, the relentless Nazi regime apprehends Helen and Siegfried, deporting them to the horrors of Auschwitz, where systematic genocide unfolds in gas chambers. While Siegfried and Helen are cruelly separated, Helen summons an indomitable will to survive, later enduring the hardships of a labor camp in Krakow, where she steadfastly resists succumbing to the venomous atmosphere of hatred that pervades. In stark contrast, Alfons's trajectory within the Nazi hierarchy ascends as he garners increasing responsibilities within the elite Flieger Hitlerjugend division. Though thwarted in his aspiration to become a fighter pilot due to wartime exigencies, Alfons rises to prominence, commanding thousands of young recruits by war's end. Amidst the chaos of war and the harrowing trials endured by Helen and Siegfried, their resilience stands as a testament to the human spirit's capacity for endurance and defiance against tyranny. Following the liberation of Krakow by the Russians, Helen resolutely returns to Holland, where she reunites with her daughter. Though their relationship faces challenges, they persevere, eventually relocating to Chicago to be closer to Helen's parents. In a twist of fate, the arrival of American forces in Alfons's hometown of Wittlich offers him employment as a translator. However, upon learning of his fervent allegiance to the Hitler Youth, the Americans terminate his employment. Subsequently, under the rule of the French, Alfons finds himself imprisoned and subjected to psychological manipulation. including threats of execution. Wrestling with profound remorse over his past Nazi affiliations, Alfons confronts his culpability as he bears witness to the Nuremberg trials, where the Allies mete out justice to high-ranking Nazis. Although many evade accountability, Alfons grapples with his own complicity. Seeking redemption, Alfons emigrates to Canada to forge a new life, yet the specter of his abhorrent past looms large. As an adult, he resettles in America, penning articles recounting his experiences. Helen, upon reading one of his pieces, reaches out to him, initiating an unexpected collaboration. Despite facing condemnation from fellow Holocaust survivors for her association with a former Nazi, Helen and Alfons join forces, delivering lectures aimed at fostering empathy and understanding. Their unlikely partnership captures media attention, earning them the moniker of the odd couple. Through television appearances and newspaper features, their story gains traction as they advocate for reconciliation in the face of historical trauma. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.